Coming soon, a Shiba Inu bull run. Two indications that a resurgence could be coming. Transactions in Shibarium decline as Shiba Inu loses a competitive advantage and Shiba Inu is ready to accumulate as signs point to price increases. Ethereum gas costs are falling, according to other reports. Horizontal supply shock is approaching. Positive indicators for ETH. Since many cryptocurrencies, like Shiba Inu, are constructed on Ethereum's chain, it is imperative that you stay informed about Ethereum. Additionally, Ethereum performs well, which helps ETH chain initiatives. What specifics are known about this development, however, and how will it impact the Shiba Inu's value? Be sure to watch the video as we will be responding to these queries and speculating on Shiba Inu's possible course of action. You cannot afford to miss this video since it is jam-packed with useful information if you are interested in Shiba Inu or if you own any Shib tokens. Welcome to Dr. Crypto, your daily serving of Shiba. This is the spot for you if you're curious about anything related to Shiba. If you want to keep informed about all the latest news forecasts and stay ahead of the crypto industry, subscribe. To get more Shib news, be sure to click the like button. But before we get into our subject, let's check at the charts and see what the Shiba price is doing on August 28. Currently, a Shiba Inu costs around 1401 units. With $267 million traded in a day, Shib's price has decreased by 2% during the last 24 hours. With a market valuation of more than $8.2 billion, the token is presently ranked as the 16th most valuable cryptocurrency. Since the price of Bitcoin often affects the movement of all currencies, including Shiba Inu, we will also only quickly glance at it. The current price of Bitcoin is around $59,000. With $44 billion worth of trades over the course of a day, the price of Bitcoin has decreased by 4%. The market value of Bitcoin is presently more than $1.1 trillion. The indication of greed and fear is the second item we will look for today. This program evaluates the mood of the cryptocurrency market. With a current value of 48, it is considered neutral. This usually indicates that it's best to wait and see what happens next, rather than taking a position on or off the market in relation to Bitcoin, but it's also down 7 points from yesterday, indicating a minor shift in the market's mood toward bearishness. Without further ado, let's get right into the news. First up, a supply shock is imminent, Ethereum gas costs are falling, and there are positive indications for ETH. An increase in market sentiment and broader adoption of Ethereum may be facilitated by the notable decrease in transaction costs. Ethereum saw very low transaction costs. According to Glassnode data, the average gas price for transmitting Ethereum transactions has dropped to a record low of 2.6 Gai, which translates to costs for normal speed transfers as low as $0.28. In comparison to a year ago, when petrol prices were averaging around 16 Gai, this represents a sharp decline that increased transaction expenses. The drop in gas prices is caused by several reasons. With the help of recent network enhancements, transaction processing has become more efficient, allowing the network to handle more transactions for less money. Congestion and costs have also decreased due to a decline in the total amount of transactions on Ethereum's Layer 1. Squeeze on the supply side suggests a bull market. A recent trend indicates that the quantity of ETH stored on centralized exchanges has significantly decreased, which supports the optimistic view. Only 9.8% of the whole supply of ETH is now found on these platforms, which is a record low and may be a sign of a supply-side shock. As a result, there are often more coins available for purchase, which drives up prices. The head of research at the Onshin Foundation, Leon Weidman, thinks that this pattern may have a favorable impact on the price of ETH in the future. ETH whale activity is sending conflicting signals. A recent sale by a well-known Ethereum whale has raised some concerns, even if the overall picture seems positive. A short-term market correction may have occurred when the whale sold 88.25 ETH, which is estimated to be worth $25 million at a loss. This singular event must be understood, therefore, in light of the annual buildup of whales that is driven by early price spikes. How much will ETH cost next? Regarding ETH's future, experts are cautiously hopeful. If the price breaks over the $3,000 barrier level, on-chain data indicates that there may be a rally. Furthermore, whales have made big purchases in the last few days, according to CryptoQuant data, indicating that the asset is still of interest to them. Let's now discuss the second news item from today's video. Coming soon, a Shiba Inu bull run. Two indications that a resurgence could be coming. The encouraging signals. In the last week, Shiba Inu's worth increased by 14%, overcoming the price collapse that was recorded at the beginning of the month. At now, its market capitalization stands at around $9 million, and its trading value is approximately 1,500 units, positioning it as the 16th largest cryptocurrency. Two factors, according into the block, suggest that the surge may not end very soon. The concentration statistic, which displays the growth or decline in the number of major holders' holdings, is one of them. It is up 0.15%, which is seen as a positive indication. The following on the list is the in-the-money indication. It shows the shift in how many SHIB investors are now sitting on paper gains, with 48.3% of investors saying they would break even if they were to cash out their hoard, compared to 49% who are still underwater. The indicator has increased by over 4% in the last day. The negative cues. However, several indicators point to the possibility that a correction in the meme coin is imminent. There has been a 0.22% decrease in net network growth, which is a momentum signal that indicates the actual expansion of the token's underlying network. The quantity of big transactions, a proxy for whale interest and activity, has decreased by 0.34%, placing it in bearish territory as well. For bulls, the declining rate of Shiba Inu burning mechanism is another aspect that might be interpreted negatively. In the previous day, almost 1.6 million tokens were delivered to a null address, which is a 97% decrease from the amount seen the day before. Reducing the amount of SHIB in circulation will eventually make it more valuable and scarcer, providing demand remains constant or increases. This is the ultimate purpose of the burning program. A comparable system known as Burn Portal was recently implemented by Shibarium, and bone tokens were crucial to the operation. Let us now go to the third news item in today's video. Shiba Inu loses a significant advantage when Shibarium trades decline. As an alternative layer to Ethereum's scalability solution, Shibarium has been losing ground. As of August 26, 4,002 transactions were made on the protocol per day, according to statistics from Shibarium's fraud. This is a concerning decline from the almost 28,600 transactions that were noted on August 20. The value of Shibarium is declining. Since Shibarium's fundamental metrics are so variable, it is still unclear what will work for the platform. The effect of this stability on the network is evident, even if the transaction count has fluctuated from a low of 1,850 per day to this top of 28,600. Shiba Inu's ability to set an enticing pricing point ultimately rests on how widely Shibarium is adopted. In an effort to maintain a steady price increase, the Edge SHIB misplaced this L2 transaction slip. As of this writing, the token was trading for 1402 units, a decrease of 2.32% over the previous day. Shiba Inu has maintained a 2.94% gain over the last 7 days, even though it has slipped off. At $239,163,204, its volume increases by 11%. Indicates that opinions might change shortly. To fully materialize, nevertheless, investors must see a favorable movement in critical KPIs, beginning with Shibarium's adoption. Location of the Shibburn portal. Shibburn rate is another important indicator that has decreased overnight. Shibburn's research indicates that while this indicator has had significant increases lately, it has decreased by 99%. The Shibarium burned gateway was established a few weeks ago, yet this decline occurs in spite of it. The site has not been used as much as anticipated, according to current analytics. SHIB whales have mostly refrained from supporting the currency because to additional pressures like this one. The recovery of these KPIs and the general mood of the market determine whether the trend shifts or not. Shiba Inu should accumulate as signs point to an increase in price. Despite losses in the cryptocurrency market led by Bitcoin, the price of Shiba Inu seems to be headed upward. The fluctuating circumstances further emphasize the meme coin's accumulating potential. A Shiba Inu could be beneficial for saving. The price of Shiba Inu is now circling a significant support level. A bounce off of it might result in large gains. This is because the market circumstances in Shib are ideal for recording profits. Right now, a bullish twin peak pattern is shown by the Moving Average Convergence Divergence, or MCTI, indicator. Two peaks forming above the zero line, the second higher than the first, is known as a bullish twin peak in the MCTI. This pattern is often seen as a reliable sign that the market is strengthening. This pattern usually indicates an increase in positive momentum, indicating a potential higher price movement for the asset soon. Apart from the MCTI, there has been a favorable shift in the Sharpe ratio. A positive number represents the risk-adjusted returns measured by the Sharpe ratio. Indicates that the return on the item is greater than the risk. Right now, investors should be encouraged by the Sharpe ratio, which shows a 10% risk-adjusted return for the day. The Sharpe ratio hasn't yet stabilized, therefore these returns might yet change. It's vital to remember that. All things considered, a positive Sharpe ratio together with a bullish MACD twin peak point to Shiba Inu gaining momentum. But because the market is volatile, investors should exercise caution. So, how do you feel about this news? Do you think well or poorly about Shiba Inu? Please share your opinions in the space provided below. The day is over now. Remember to give it a big thumbs up. To see our most recent material, share it and subscribe to the channel.